Hi, I'm Mark, and welcome to the current Outside Views report on Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. For the duration of the Russian war of aggression, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy would like to have corruption equated with treason. In an interview, he was convinced that such legal equality could be helpful. So the Ukrainian president announced a draft law to equate corruption with treason for the duration for the war. I don't know whether the legislature will support this proposal, but I will definitely propose it. Is what Zelenskyy said in an interview with journalist Natalia Moseichuk published on Sunday. A successful fight against corruption and the informal economy is also in the hands of citizens and companies, he warned. We have to be honest. We have to pay taxes, he said. So far, Ukrainian legislation has provided for various penalties for corruption, ranging from a fine to 4 years in prison. In particular severe cases, it can be up to 12 years. Treason, on the other hand, is punishable by 15 years to life imprisonment. A better fight against corruption is also important for possible EU accession of Ukraine. The European Commission is also demanding that standards in the fight against money laundering be observed and a law against the excessive influence of oligarchs be implemented. Defense Minister Reznikov called the forthcoming deployment of Western-style fighter jets a serious game changer at the same time, so a groundbreaking innovation in the defense against Russian attackers. The F-16 machines, which Ukraine's Western allies have promised, could probably be deployed in Ukraine next spring. That's what Reznikov said, according to German newspapers. Ukraine has started training pilots, but also engineers and technicians, and now the infrastructure for the F-16 in Ukraine must be prepared. It should take at least 6 months, maybe a little longer. That's why I think it will be in the spring of next year, said Reznikov in the German papers, and Reznikov emphasized that it was about ending Russia's dominance in the sky. The F-16 jets would become part of anti-aircraft defenses, including to protect Ukrainian cities. That would be a serious game changer, a serious one, he repeated. And because of a US reconnaissance drone over the Black Sea, the Russian military says it has launched a fighter jet. Air surveillance systems have detected a target moving towards Russian airspace, as the Russian Defense Ministry said on Sunday. A Su-30 fighter plane was then dispatched to identify the flying object and to prevent the border from being breached. According to the Russian military leadership, the MQ-9A Reaper drone then turned away and the fighter jet also returned. Initially, there was no comment from Washington. After earlier incidents over the Black Sea, the United States had emphasized that its reconnaissance drones were lawfully in international airspace. In its war of aggression against Ukraine, Moscow uses the Black Sea, among other things, for Russian warships to shell Ukrainian areas. According to the Defense Ministry in Moscow as well, Russia repelled another drone attack in the Bryansk region on Monday night. 2 drones were destroyed by anti-aircraft defenses over the southwestern area near the border with Ukraine, as the ministry announced on its Telegram channel on Monday morning. Moscow accused Kiev of perpetrating the attack. Another attempt by Kiev to carry out a terrorist attack with aircraft-like drones against facilities on the territory of the Russian Federation was foiled, according to the Russians. The information could not be independently verified, though. Nothing was initially known about damage or victims. There have been repeated reports from Russia of such drone attacks in recent weeks. And if you want to know more about the recent developments in this war, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.